The infighting in the Punjab Congress is out in the open. Former Chief Minister and the Congress MP from Amritsar, Captain Amarinder Singh, yesterday met Sonia Gandhi and told her categorically that Partap Singh Bajwa cannot lead the party to victory in the next Vidhan Sabha elections in 2017. Sonia Gandhi gave him no assurance, but one thing is very clear. In case Captain Amarinder Singh is not made the president, he could actually leave the party and form his own party. There was speculation that he might join the BJP, but I don't think that could happen at this point of time. Now there are 2 or 3 options before the Congress. The Congress is already under a lot of pressure because Jagmeet Singh Brar, another senior leader, has already quit the party and in all likelihood going to the BJP. As I said, there are 2 or 3 options before the Congress High Command. One, they could continue with Bajwa, in which case Captain Amarinder Singh in all likelihood would leave the party, form his own party. He may not win, but definitely will damage the party, and all this will benefit the Akali Dal and BJP together or separately. The second option is to make Captain Amarinder Singh the president of the PCC, in which case Bajwa will sulk. Also, let us not forget that if the Congress lost the last Vidhan Sabha elections in 2012, it was because of the overconfidence of Captain Amarinder Singh. So he will have to work overtime, work very hard to make the party win, and also Bajwa will have to be mollycoddled. In fact, he'll have to be convinced that you are still young and there are a lot of chances ahead for you. The third option is to appoint different heads to different regions: Malwa, Majha, Doaba. Malwa, of course, is the most important region. It has almost about 65 of the 117 seats. So Amarinder Singh could be given the charge of that area. Whichever group wins the maximum seats, in case Majha does well, then obviously Bajwa could be put up. If Malwa does well, Amarinder Singh could be put up, and so on and so forth. But I'm not sure if this would be acceptable to all. I think the party high command will have to sit with these leaders from all 3 regions and ensure that they go along. The Punjab scenario has undergone a tremendous change in the last 1 year. Earlier, you had one party and then the opposition. Now you have the Akali Dal on one hand, the Congress on the other hand, and it's a divided Congress. Then you have the Aam Aadmi Party, a major force to reckon with if the Lok Sabha elections are to go by. And then you have the BJP now. It's a force to reckon with, particularly in the urban areas. There are about 35 to 40 seats in the urban areas where there is a majority Hindu vote, and there the Modi factor will play a big role. And the BJP is also looking for a Sikh face in the rural areas. So the whole scenario has changed, and the BSP could also play a spoil sport in about 10 to 15 seats. So the whole scenario is undergoing a tremendous change. All parties will have to work overtime. Aam Aadmi Party, after the last elections, has not worked hard enough. They'll need to get the infrastructure right, a structure, party structure created at the grassroots. Congress will have to settle their differences. Akali Dal, I think, is also trying to up the ante, as they say. So I think the field in Punjab, the political field, is wide open.